Hi guys, it's me, just chilling, and I just been listening to a lot of music lately that has been really opening my mind to different discussions that I maybe should talk about that I have in the past on my channel, but has become a real issue in our day-to-day world, which is the Me Too Times Up movement, and I've been through quite a few of those situations. I've been in 3 of those situations, and but the first one is the one I'm going to talk about right now, which I have talked about on my channel, but not really in depth. But it was May 17th of 2014, and it was a very long day. I think I had to work that day, and then it was like my surprise birthday party towards like the end of the night or whatever. And there was just me and my friend, and we had this guy come over that I had been talking to for a while. And no, at the time I was 16 years old. I hadn't turned, it was my 17th like surprise birthday party, but I hadn't turned 17 yet. My 17th birthday was on June 7th. But all of that happened, and the guy came over and he was very disrespectful, almost homophobic. I can use those words because he said a lot of things that were pretty homophobic. And when my female friend had left the room, he got up and he had showed me his heart on, and I just thought that was completely disrespectful, and I had a problem with it. I think if you were in my shoes at the time, you'd probably have a problem with it too, with, a guy just showing his dick and saying, oh, I have the hots for your best friend. Like, that is so disrespectful on so many different fucking levels. Like, I can't even stress to you, like, how disgusting it was. But I guess that was enough for me to get distracted and ramble on while he drugged my drink, because I had been drinking that night. And I just remember, my friend was in the bathroom the entire time, and after it was over, I downed my drink, and I pushed her as we were walking opposite ways. And I had just knew that something went wrong. And I had went into the room, and I texted and called all of my friends. But here it is, 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, like, who's gonna answer? And I had just knew what went on, and so I decided to text my friend to tell her, hey, come here. And he had followed her into the room, and I was just like, at this point, fuck it. And I was like, make him leave, and she wouldn't do that. And I kept getting drowsier because I had downed my drink. I didn't drink no more after that. I had water, but I kept getting drowsier and dizzy, and I just knew shit was just not right. And no one answered their phone, and to make it short, I woke up and I was wearing a onesie that night, and my onesie was undone with my arms out of it. My onesie was undone, and I turned over to the bed on the side. All I saw was tattoos, because my friend had tattoos, and that's all I saw. And I was like, oh, okay, she's in bed with me. And I got up, and I was so confused why my onesie was undone. I was so confused in that moment that I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I walk out of the room, and I get into the hallway, And I noticed that my friend was on the couch and just went outside the door. So I was like too hungover and still a little bit drugged up to even think that hard, to even think about. Because at the time I was like, God can be in two places at once. Like, he can, but like, that's a human. She can't be. And I went to the bathroom and I sat down on the toilet. That's when it all kind of like hit me like a bus that ran over me. It hit me, and it was just this sudden, just everything that I was confident about, everything that I was most proud about left my soul completely. And here it is, 4 years later, and it's still something that I'm struggling from. And that was the first time out of 3 times. And I went back into the room, and he was there getting dressed. And I was just really disgusted. And I was too afraid to tell anybody. By the time I told anybody, it had been the end of 2015, and I had to have surgery because of it. And I never heard from him again. I've heard rumors that he's overdosed and all of that, whether if that was true or not. I wish I knew where he was today, because I would report it. People want to give you so much shit for not reporting it right away, but I was too afraid because, 1, I'm a gay man. 2, we're not taken very seriously. And 3, my case would have just ended up like the millions that are today. They would have been taken seriously. It would have been done and over like that. Like, sorry, we couldn't help you, like, move on.